Sunken, funkin', telepumpkin. Tell a country bumpkin who I am, and then let him tell you. Both will tell it true, though their perspectives seem contradictory. I'm born of hickory and rectory, blind Bartimaeus and insightful inspectory, true tale and muddled myth on an identical trajectory. John Cage, or someone like him, is anyone like anyone more than anyone is unlike, said, disharmony does not exist, and the peaceniks are pissed. Corn isn't hominy, but hominy is corn, and care isn't clothing, though care can be worn, and all can be born, and all can be torn, and loved, and forlorn, and warned, and scorned, and according to some bother or brother or other, reborn. Sunken, funkin', telepumpkin, born of a couch potato and a pureed tomato, an almost dead and buried berater, blind hate-hater, lover, elater, thin ice skater, war abhorrer, saint and horror, mental and governmental master, baiter, and sooner or later repeat reincarnator. I am a living death, an awakened dream, ash unconsumed, and a silent scream. Reconcilable so-called contradiction and factual fiction. John Cage, uncaged, inadequately aged and yet timeless, a sublime mess. Subconsciously clothed and consciously undressed, said, worse and better are no less than best. Corn is harmony, and there is no disharmony, only harmonies to which our ears, my dears, and our fears are unaccustomed. And for one more that was kind of came to me in a dream and was kind of inspired by that poem, in a sense, or at least it reflects upon that poem. I met your gaze in a Borders bookstore, and out of a haze I was trying to ignore, I saw stars, brighter stars than I'd ever seen before. I saw life after war, and aisles and miles of pure, profane, divine, delicious poetry in your eyes. Thank you very much. I quickly turned my head, hoping she wouldn't see, but how could she not notice the long-neglected nova brightening suddenly, dazzling unexpectedly inside me? Determined to deny and declare it a lie, I donned imaginary black sunglasses and nervously recited a poem about being engaged and uncaged, all the while wishing that both were true and pretending not to be thinking of nothing but you and the aisles and aisles and miles of poetry in your eyes. Thank you very much. And on my way house with her, 'cause it's not home, I forgot to remember your name. And she complained, because bright lights at night are a harmony to which her eyes, ears, and fears are unaccustomed, and the stars in my guise were giving her a headache. Thank you very much. A few weeks later, your and my starry eyes crossed again, in a much smaller, more intimate store, and I swore I wouldn't get lost so easily this time. I'd even come prepared, wearing unimaginative black Ray-Bans. But you can't hide stars behind tinted glass. You can't hide future behind the present past. And so she happened to catch a couple of happy stars at dance in the way I glanced at a book about us Grant. Do the letters U.S. stand for United States, she asked. And though I knew who they really represented, I said simply, Ulysses Simpson. Lest she realize I was still mesmerized, adrift in a longing for life after war, lost in the aisles and miles of pure, profane, divine, delicious poetry in your celestial eyes. Thank you very much.